Hey guys, it's Amber. I was on Facebook tooling around and, I saw a picture and it made me think I need to make a video. And, I like to do these things and kind of, talk about things and I'm rambling. Alright, so the picture was just of a color scheme for somebody's website. And I realized that it evoked a whole lot of emotions for me. And she was asking, what do you think about this? Or what emotions come from these particular colors? And they were, grays and beautiful purples and plums and like a deep teal color. And I said, oh man, it's a luxury. It's rich. It makes me want to relax, grab a really deep glass of wine, and buy something I can't afford. and I realized in that moment that we kind of have definitions for, and somehow that sparked the feeling of being rich and what that would feel like. Why do I want to be rich? And I feel like there's this. We all have to define what rich is. We need to figure that out for ourselves, because what I think of as rich, you think are not going to basically agree with me. I don't need to be a multimillionaire to feel rich. I don't even really need to be a millionaire at that point. I just know, for me, rich means that I have a house that's paid for. I have cars that are paid for. Nice cars, cars that I want, cars that I've wanted for a very long time to have, and they're paid off. I have no debt. I have no, I have no responsibilities as far as that goes. And any money that I bring in is mine to play with. I can go travel, I can do whatever I want. So to me, that's my definition of rich. And why do I want to feel like that? That was what I asked myself. I was like, okay, why do you want to feel that way? Why do you want to feel like you can do whatever you want when you want? And what are those feelings that come up? And to me, that's the definition of freedom. And in addition to that, I feel like my debt, my college debt, my credit card debt, my car payment, and all of those things are burdens. They keep me from being able to eat certain things and eat certain ways and live a certain lifestyle. And they keep me from being able to take yoga classes if I want. There's so much restriction that comes because I have debt. So the feeling is relieving that burden, taking that pressure off, doing something different, and not feeling bad about it. And I think that's kind of where a lot of us in this kind of industry are. Be a human being, be what you want to be, and don't feel bad for it. Don't feel bad for wanting that BMW and paying cash for it. Don't feel bad for wanting that, or being able to pay it off in 6 months. Don't feel bad for wanting the things that you want, because at the end of the day, you kind of need to know why you want those things. You know what I mean? Like for me, the BMW, I really love that car. I love the lifestyle that it portrays. I love the way they ride is amazing. It's not just, oh, I'm way more awesome because I have a BMW. The reflection in my glasses was driving me crazy. It's not necessarily about that. It's about, just liking the style and liking what I like, and I'm not going to apologize for that. You know what I mean? And I feel like I have the right to have those things and not feel bad about it. And I used to have this massive guilt because I want to help people so much, and I want to give of myself But at the same time, I feel like in order to truly do that, I have to love myself. I know I have to love myself. So, and I have to love every part of myself. It doesn't matter whether it's, I have to love myself entirely in order to be able to help people the way that I want to help people. And, there's some people, I would love to have a tiny house. I would love it. I know for a fact right now that there is absolutely no way with the amount of stuff that we have that we could live in a tiny house and have a toddler. Like, it's just not possible. When he's a little older, we could maybe do it and be successful with it. And again, that goes back to the freedom thing, because they're not a whole lot cheaper than a house, but they are cheaper than a house. They're cheaper to run, they're cheaper to live in, but it's all about paring down. And can you imagine somebody driving up to a tiny house in a BMW? I can't imagine that, because the lifestyle that's portrayed by that is not, it's one of sacrifice and not necessarily of abundance, of a different nature. So I think maybe, and I guess I just realized I need to redefine my definition of abundance and work on that. That's something I need to work on. But what are you doing in your life that you feel the need to apologize for? What are you doing in your life every day that, because of the way you were brought up or the way you were taught to think about money, maybe causing you to have more problems? Does that make sense? Like, personally, I feel like I shouldn't have that BMW until my school debt's paid off. Like, that just seems like a logical thing to do. Now, if I can find one for $5,000, probably gonna take that. But that's not gonna be the BMW that I want. Does that make sense? So you kind of have to realign your thought process and say, let me do these things first that's going to bring me ultimate freedom. And then once I have the ultimate freedom, then I can do all of those luxurious things that I've been wanting to do. And, don't bog yourself down. If it means taking a job or taking a, changing jobs so you can get more money, so that you can have these things that you want and really create the life you want over time, then that's just what you've got to do. And that's just the way that goes. And don't feel bad about it. Don't beat yourself up because you had to go get a job when you've been trying to, start this business, or because the bills have to be paid. At the end of the day, the bills have to be paid. And if you can get those bills paid and get some savings in your account, then you can probably quit that job and work full-time on what you want to do. But you've got to get yourself to that point. And there's no shame in that. That's actually incredibly responsible, because there's a whole host of people who don't do that. They don't get themselves in a position to win. And then they set themselves up for failure. So, as you go through your week, as you, move through the next month or so, kind of really figure out what it is you're doing that maybe is self-sabotaging you and keeping you from paying off that debt, or not getting what you want. You spent $50 on a coffee pot when you could have bought a $20 coffee pot, and the rest of that money could have gone toward your car fund to buy a car or pay off your car, or whatever it is that is causing you to be burdened. So do little things that actually will help you achieve your goals or your intentions. And if you can do that and maintain a certain lifestyle, even if you get more money, maintain that same lifestyle and use that extra money that you're bringing in to pay off your debts, to get out of the burden that you've been living with for so long. That's ultimate freedom. Once you're at the end of that, it's ultimate freedom. You get to do whatever in the hell you want. And it will be amazing. But you just gotta get there. Make sense? Awesome. Alright, y'all. Have a great day. And, I want to say the slogan, but I feel the need to explain it. Claim your superpower has really, really resonated with me deeply. And for me, and I've gone through a lot in my life, and as a child and as a teenager, I deeply identify with female superheroes and their struggle and their pain and their moving forward and grabbing their cape and helping people out. So for me, it's claim your superpower, and for me, that's helping people. What's your superpower? So if you need help finding that or figuring that out, give me a call. Coaching sessions are always available, and I'd love to talk to you. Anyway, have a great day and a great weekend, because we're almost to the weekend. And, have fun. See you.